As Muncie Media brings you Moose basketball tonight. The University of Maine Moose will play host in a doubleheader to the University of Maine Presque Isle. Hello, everybody. I'm Rob Munsing. Nate Munsing joins me on analysis and running the computer as we send the signal out here from the Augusta Civic Center. Brittany Bourgeois running our camera tonight here from the Augusta Civic Center. So it's about set to go here in what will be a busy stretch of time before the semester break. They pack a lot of games in here, particularly in the next week or so. We will be here tonight for a doubleheader. Then Wednesday night we'll be down at the Southern Maine Community College for a men's game. We'll have that one for you. That's a 7:30 tip-off. And then back here on Thursday night for another doubleheader as the Moose will entertain EMCC. That's a 5:30 tip-off, 7:30. We'll tell you more about that as we get going on here. The Owls in the dark jerseys, the Moose in possession of this one, and they'll start. Monique Moore head on the left wing. They'll swing it around. Kylie Kemp had it. She got it. They'll swing.
Good patience here by UMA.
Jess St. Ahmad, also one of the starters as well, and Jamie Plummer is inside. Jamie coming off a National Player of the Week award. Fantastic as she joins Keith Chesley as a national winner. It's a shot clock violation. Patience sometimes will end up in a violation, and that's a violation. So the Owls are Presque Isle. This is Toth with it. She got it to the elbow. Travel called. So a violation on the shot clock and a turnover. That's how we start this one. Both teams looking to get into a bit better flow. Carmen Bragg also the starter that I missed for the Moose. Little give and go. Ahmad got it back outside. Being patient. Plummer's out high. She's got a three lined up. She'll rim it. Second chance opportunity here for the Moose. Plummer on the cut. Lays it up and home. Nice finish, Jamie Plummer.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of that tonight. The second chance opportunities. UMA does a really nice job of offensive rebounds and giving themselves another opportunity, more and more opportunities to make baskets.
Toth outside. She'll go. No look pass. Tussle on the floor. Let's see, possession arrow favors the Owls. Pop outside, ironed up. Here come the Moose. All alone, but not taking the shot. Just St. Amand. She held outside as patience is the virtue. They go back inside. Plummer gets doubled. She goes up and drops it home. So you can see the strategy is to go inside to Jamie as Jamie's got a height advantage against the Owls inside. And Coach Laney says let's pound it inside.
Yeah, it's a great coaching strategy by Coach Laney to go ahead and work the ball underneath, like you talked about, Rob. The big advantage there with Plummer playing some good defense too now on this possession, and the guards. We'll see a lot of that. They play like more like a four guard set with UMA down at the offensive side. So work the ball around the perimeter and then kind of get it down into Jamie Plummer.
That was Campbell with the shot for the Owls, and she couldn't get it to fall. Plum out high. St. Amand holding, looking for the offense. Comes into the elbow. Now they'll get that baseline cut and get the foul was Kylie Kemp. She'll go to the free throw line. Shoot two. First of two games we'll have here for you. First one out. Kylie gets the second one. Get that one home. 5-0 start here for the Moose. Presque Isle, of course, with the trip from up north. They head down this way, and they get here about an hour before game time. This is Toth. Back outside, Campbell holds. Had the cutter, couldn't get it to her. Toth. Slashes. Puts it up. Got a good look. Couldn't get it home. Rebound, St. Amand.
Toth looks quick.
Plummer back outside. St. Amand couldn't get it down. Rebounds pulled down here by Rebecca Campbell. She'll give it off to Toth, and Toth will walk the ball up into the forecourt. St. Amand on her. Toth gets a pick, goes right side. Campbell with a good pick. Toth got the baseline, reverse. Good quick hands that time. Knocking the ball away was Carmen Bragg. And a nice finish down the other end by Kylie Kemp. So good defense led to some offense. 7-0. Mike Holmes. Doug Carter, the head coach of the Owls, the women's. Rejection, Plummer. She got a piece of that one by Campbell. Down the other end. Good quick finish, Carmen Bragg, and she'll go the free throw line. So the Moose off to a good side here, Nate. 7-0. They've drawn 2 fouls against the Owls.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job defensively right now. They forced a couple turnovers, and anytime the ball comes down underneath, Jamie Plummer allows that ball, that entry pass, because she's got such an advantage with her long arms. Anybody that collects it and turns and fronts her, they're at such a disadvantage because she's so good at tracking the ball and where the shot's coming from. She does a great job defending in transition basketball. It's perfect.
Yeah, she doesn't defend I'm going to use the term, she doesn't defend heavy. She's really light on her feet, and she really... I think that makes an advantage. If you're kind of heavy in there, you're more likely to get the fouls called against you.
Yeah, exactly right.
That's a 3-point attempt outside, knocked down. I don't have a 21. See if who they announce that for. Then, of course, not announcing anybody.
That's too bad because that looks like that 3-point shooter.
Good balance shown by the Moose so far. That was Kylie Kemp. They're only announcing the home scores. Are they searching for who? I've got a Brianna Lucy, number 22. So I don't know whether I see a 22 down on the bench or not. So we got in trouble last time. We tried to speculate there.
Yeah.
We had a girl on one of the other teams who were reading it off, but it was what we were given. So we just go what we're given. If we're not given anything, then we'll try not to speculate, and we'll try to work that out. The thing is, we're not at the scorer's table. Toth with a high outside arcing shot. That wouldn't go. And I don't know what that is.
I think they called it out of bounds, although it was just late. The official I don't know if she was actually tracking the ball there because it... Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Seemed odd.
It did.
The timing of the whistle seemed odd, and the fact that if it was actually out of bounds, it would have been called maybe 2 or 3 seconds before it actually was.
Plummer. That was a good power move inside by Moore, but she couldn't get it down. Now Toth's got the rebound here for the Owls, and they will come the other way. Owls aren't looking to push it, are they, Nate, there?
No, as we see in this conference quite a bit, the lack of depth on the bench, I think, will prohibit a lot of that kind of action in terms of an offense. We see a lot of 2-3 zones due to the lack of depth as well, and just not having the numbers to be able to push the ball consistently throughout the game. So I think it's a smart move. Go ahead, take your time, moving up to the court. UMA is doing actually a better job this game than I've seen in a long time of them taking time on their offensive possessions.
They went a little inside-outside as Plummer got it back outside to Jessica St. Amand, but it didn't ring down. 10-3, 7-point lead here. Just underway, first of 2 here. 5 o'clock start, so we figure we'll get a lot of folks maybe tuning in here, as it's a little difficult to get here at that time.
UMA forced UMPI to shoot a lot of 1-and-outs, not getting a lot of second opportunities, so they're doing a really good job rebounding right now.
Plummer from downtown, all net. 13-3. As we said, congratulations to Jamie. She was National Player of the Month. Pretty good for a school up here in Augusta, Maine. He had to have 2 players of the week. I'm sorry, not the month, the week. But Keith Chesley, earlier on in the season, was Player of the Week in the Nationals.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a sign of the program. I think Coach Laney and Coach Jim Ford have done a really good job of being able to get quality players in and obviously Jamie is outstanding in terms of the conference and even within the division itself. And Division III basketball, I think she's really kind of setting herself apart if she's getting nationally recognized.
And they're playing a tough and non-league schedule. We saw them go against Bates last week in a game that the Moose women led most of the game. And
yeah, and if you talk to any coach in the NESCAC, they'll fight tooth and nail to say that their league is the toughest out of Division III and can compare to a lot of schools across the nation. So
that was a really good competitive game. That's a nice shoulder move, and that was a nice finish by Carmen Bragg, wasn't it? Boy,
yeah,
boy. Nice balance.
Under.
Nice balance so far tonight for the Moose women as they're out to 15-3 lead, and boy, Bragg just took her time, knew what she wanted to do, head and shoulder fake, and kissed it home. Another block inside this time. Now in the game we didn't catch her. But in the game now is Morgan Harrington, and Harrington comes in with a block. Coral got it inside. Acrobatic move, but didn't get home. 15-3, 12-minute mark here, first half. Monique Moore set to come back in for Coach Laney. Three-pointer. And looks like we're going to get a timeout. So timeout on the floor. We'll take the timeout. We'll come back after this.
Our goal here at Maine Athletic Fundraising is to raise your program or group the most amount of money possible in the shortest amount of time, hassle-free.
Over the last 3 years, we've been able to raise over $10,000 every year, which has really allowed us to get the extra stuff the kids really need to run a successful program.
One of our biggest goals at Maine Athletic Fundraising is to really develop a relationship on the ground with the coaches, the community, and the boosters that are involved, and help bring them together and understand how important it is to fundraise.
Rob Munsing, Nate Munsing back here at Augusta Civic Center. Still trying to figure out who number 21 is for Presque Isle. If anybody's watching this, you can go on and tell us. You know, if any of you Presque Isle folks, we're sorry. We don't have a 21 on our roster. We've got 22, and that's Brianna Lucy. So perhaps that is she. We'll definitely find out at halftime. Bragg got it back outside. Moore. Harrington now, she holds. Rips it away. Coro for 3 points, and they were starting the clock down for Corey. Corey is a bombardier, that's for sure.
That was a great shot. The
great release,
step
all
back.
net, yeah. Really nice look. Well, this is Lucy, so we don't know who 21 is because now we have a 22 in the game, so forget that idea. Toth.
Keep going with the process of elimination.
Yeah.
Good
and
move.
a finish for Rebecca Campbell. (18-8), 10-point lead for the Moose. Right side. Coral got it off the elbow. Turnaround got deflected as Moore got her shot deflected. Here come the Owls. Nice skip pass inside and nice rejection. Beautiful play inside by Kemp on the defensive end. Kemp's a good defensive player. This is Bragg. She got it back outside. Now they're going to swing it to Moore. She goes on the cut. They pass it up. Harrington said, "Don't give it to me. I'm not ready." Right side it comes.
A little bit out of position there.
Yeah, I think Harrington was looking to go down the lane, and she was just about to make a move, and they threw the ball.
Yeah, she realized she was up on top of the key.
Yeah.
Like, I got to get underneath.
Yeah. Well, she comes in to spell Jamie a little bit, and both those players played down at Richmond High School. Richmond High School has spent a lot of time on this Augusta Civic Center floor over the years. This is Toth. She goes right side. She's quick, and she's got it home. Nice hesitation move, and then she took it.
UMA getting a little tired. They're not doing a very good job right now defending the ball. They've had a couple of defensive possessions. They let the ball carry, kind of dribble around and get open looks.
Plummer got the shot outside. This is Moore got it, got fouled. So Monique Moore, second chance opportunity. She'll go to the free throw line after the foul. 9:37. This is first half action. Lipsholm. So, of course, we, like the rest of the East Coast, will be watching the weather here as it comes through. They're saying that at this point on Monday night that it should warm up enough to be rain so that we'd be able to get down to Southern Maine Community College. That's a home game against Pine Manor for the men only. So we'll be down there for that one. Of course, Southern Maine Community College, beautiful setup down there, and they're all set up for streaming and all that. So we'll be down there and checking with the fine folks down there. Athletic Director Matt Richards, it's fantastic. Got a good program down there, as we know. Saw them earlier this year pop outside. That wouldn't get down. That was Rebecca Campbell. Here come the Moose, right side. Plummer's got a three. She'll lip it. Second chance opportunity and a beautiful rip down, Kylie Kemp.
You know, that's just amazing to me to think that, and how UMA is playing the ball, or playing offensively and rebounding. Even Jamie's extended away shooting the ball, but everyone else is crashing down and getting those second chances and those rebounds to be able to get those putbacks. I mean, it's really a big part of their offense.
Well, it surely is. So we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. More basketball for this.
I had gone to 3 other colleges. I got talked into giving one more place a shot, and that place happened to be UMA. The credits from my 3 other schools transferred in really easily, and I didn't have to start all over again. Being able to do my degree at night and on the weekends and when I had the spare time, that was really important to me. And UMA gave me the ability to have my life and my degree. UMA is responsible for where I am today. I just finished law school, passed the bar exam, and now I'm going to be a lawyer.
Rob Munzing, Nate Munzing back here to Augusta Civic Center. Thank Dana Caldwell, his crew, for helping us with our setup all the time. And as we tap into their internet, and got a nice table always set up for us, high above courtside. And beautiful place to do a game from. Here comes Toth with it. She got knocked away. Got it back out to Campbell. Campbell comes off the elbow. Toth into the lane, goes, draws the foul. You said it right off her first possession that you saw it immediately how quick she was.
Yeah, if UMPI's going to have a chance here, she's really got to take those offensive possessions kind of into her own hands, and really, she's done a really good job of kind of cutting with the ball and being able to beat people off the dribble. I think she's got to continue to do that, but in order to do that, UMPI's got to make that adjustment with the other players, getting more space for her to be able to work. If they're all clumped together like they have been these last couple offensive possessions where they're all up on top of the key by the foul line, it's not really helping her to be able to dribble around and create space.
Plummer looked to go, got cut off. Kemp. St. Amand into the post. Jamie's doubled. And there's a weak side rebound. Boxed around. Who's got it? It's Luce. Luce will come up with it. 3 if it goes, and it does. Boy, oh boy, Carmen brag. As Carmen, cool, calm, collected, took the second chance opportunity, cashed it home with a 3, 25-11. Well, the Owls had got it in half, got it down to 11. Coro comes way out the Plummer. She's got a 3 lined up. No, won't go. Long rebound. Coro got it. St. Amand looked inside the Plummer. Now they're going to the corner. Moose have got a second chance clock, so they're at 15. No trouble on the clock. Lipped. Second chance opportunities. Moose have been cashing in, not that time, as Kim couldn't get the second chance home. 25-11, it stays.
Yeah, she had a pretty good look there.
Pedestrian-paced game. Of course, if you saw any of the games last year, then that was Lucy, Brianna Lucy. Of course, the Moose had Lee, who could get up and down the floor like nobody's business. And it's going to stay white. check in here. I didn't catch who came in. Patno now in the game. Katie Patno for the Owls. That's a good spot for Coral. She's a three-point shooter. You can see that. And, boy, you know, as she starts to find her confidence, and you can see it coming now, boy, she's going to – you and I were talking off air one night. If they, you know, have that outside threat with Jamie inside, that's really going to be part of the offensive juggernaut that could be the Moose here. They've been playing very well all year.
Lucky little kiss off the glass there to get that in.
Yeah, Lucy again. She's got back-to-back baskets.
Well, and I think part of it too is you know, they've seen a lot of 2-3 zone. They've been doing a much better job here. They know where the lanes are to get to the basket, and they've really done a fantastic job. And the credit got to go to Coach Laney on you know, game plans that are able to go ahead and take advantage of what those 2-3 zones are giving you, because they're going to see a lot of them this season.
See a lot of it, yeah. As you say, it's a numbers game. And a nice stride by Darby Toth, and she's got a basket to get it down to 12. They tried to get into Plummer, couldn't do it.
Yeah, UMPI changed up and playing man-to-man right now. Ooh.
Rips by Bragg.
I mean, that's just so disheartening from playing defense that, you know, you switch up your scheme to try and put a hand in everyone's face, and pretty well contested shot there, but still nothing but net.
Well, Moose is shooting really a high percentage here so far in the first half, and the Owls have actually come back and started to get their offense going. That was Rebecca Campbell, but the Moose have really been good and solid from the outside, and good balance when we take a look at the stats at the half. They've been really well balanced. That's a pretty move by the National Player of the Week, Jamie Plummer.
Yeah, I think too. Again, if you're any opposing team, the rule of thumb's got to be anytime that Jamie gets the ball, you got to double her. You can't let her come down into the paint because she's so smooth, and she does such a good job with the angles and being able to lay the ball in. So. Got a game plan for her to be able to come off the most near defender or offensive player and try and get her to pass the ball.
Yeah, part of it is she is unselfish and knows how to play the game.
Exactly.
And, well, you can see what the Moose are doing on the weak side there is when Jamie gets doubled, they just go right to the basket on the weak side, and even if Jamie misses it, they got themselves a pretty good putback. Nice power drive, it won't go, but really taking it hard to the hole was Carmen Bragg. Carmen's had a good first half here for the Moose.
Yeah, she sure has. I think, again, the guards and Bragg and Cora are shooting really well from the outside, but they play so quickly. You know, they play at a smaller group, and they play fast, and they like to run. Even though they've taken their time on these offensive possessions, it's really worked out well for them.
Yeah, they're not running from the backcourt to the front court. But, boy, when they get set up in the half-court game, they're quick.
Exactly. And defensively, they'll run around, and they do a really good job. I think that's really, again, kudos to Coach Laney to be able to spot that quality in a team and fashion game plans accordingly. So great job coaching there.
Yeah, well, you really do, with particularly where they're going to get the kids in and out year to year. You got to be like a master chef there. Whatever ingredients you have, whatever you have in the cupboard, that's what you got to cook. 37-20, 17-point lead here for the Moose. Been a good half for the Moose. Owls.
Wow.
Toth has been quick, and she's got another nice drive there. Boy, you've got to stop ball penetration against her, or she's going to kill you.
Yeah, I mean, if I was UMPI right now, I'd set a ball screen every time and just let her continue to get down to the basket because she's undersized big time, but she's so quick she separates herself, and it's an easy shot for her.
There's a good rebound that time. Pulling it down was Campbell. Rebecca Campbell. She's played the whole first half. 37-22. 3:12 here, as you see on the clock. Toth going again. They'll run at her with a couple, and they cut her off on the penetration, but that's what she did a good job of getting it to Katie Patnow, and Patnow knocked it down from the outside. So the Owls with a good little run here as their offense is coming. Just a nice, quick first step. Kylie Kemp
Yeah, I think Kemp's
hit the turbo.
A little overlooked a little bit. When I think she does such a good job of right there she had an opportunity, just a quick jab step, and she had the one-on-one kind of defense, and she knew she beat the defender that she was going to have an open layup, and she did. And she does a really nice job too on the backside. You were talking about it earlier, Rob, of going to the backside when Jamie gets the ball and getting an opportunity for a rebound.
So a little urgency that time towards the end by the Owls as they were running out of shot clock. They get down to 5. And then that caused the turnover.
Yeah, it's nice to see the pace pick up on both sides a little bit there. You know, both teams moving the ball up and getting quicker shots now.
Comes into Plummer. Coral's not at a spot. Halfway down and out. Plummer with the rebound. Kicks it back out high. 3-point chance. Wouldn't go for Bragg. They'll battle for it. Jamie came out with it. Tried to tip it to herself. Couldn't do it. And Campbell got it for the Owls. And Toth has it now. And she'll walk it up. 149. Pop outside. Wouldn't go for it. Amanda Allen. Toth with the steal. Goes up, no. Coral. Bragg got it inside, and Kemp got it halfway down and rolled out. That time, Kylie couldn't get it to finish. And 117, 39-25, held outside. That one got deflected. Coral break. She's open on the right side. Runner kissed off the rim by Carmen. Bragg, and Carmen continues to really have a really good first half of action here for the Moose.
Yeah, she's made some really good decisions, especially there. That's a very difficult shot to make,
sure
but
was.
She didn't really have any other outlet to be able to make anything happen, so good job taking the shot.
Not a lot of fouls. That's only going to be the 4th team foul. That's one of the reasons this first half has gone very quickly. 4 fouls apiece with 42.2 seconds left. But that was a shooting foul, so we'll get foul shots here. First one's good. I'm hoping for an announcement from the scorer's table as to who's at the free throw line, because this is a number that we don't have. I'm guessing they might not have it either since they're not saying anything. 41-27. Shot clock's at 18. Monique went hard, didn't get it home. They'll tussle for it. Jamie's underneath the forest and it wasn't Jamie. Plummer was under there, but getting foul was Monique Moore. We lost Monique, but she was under there battling, and she'll get the free throws here with 22.3 left. Monique will get a second one. Sarah Packett with the rebound, gives it off to Toth, and here she comes. Final possession can be the Owls at 41-27, shot clock off. You see the clock on the scoreboard. Oof. And a 3 almost at the buzzer. So that'll close it to 11. You see the halftime score. The Moose 41, the Owls 30. We'll take a break. We'll come back. More basketball halftime after this.
Our goal here at Maine Athletic Fundraising is to raise your program or group the most amount of money possible in the shortest amount of time, hassle-free.
Over the last 3 years, we've been able to raise over $10,000 every year, which has really allowed us to get the extra stuff the kids really need to run a successful program.
One of our biggest goals at Maine Athletic Fundraising is to really develop a relationship on the ground with the coaches, the community, and the boosters that are involved, and help bring them together and understand how important it is to fundraise.
I didn't really think about going to college after high school. I didn't really know what I was going to do. I worked for a marine construction company, long hours away from home. It just wasn't working with raising my son. UMA offered what I needed. It's great professors, a terrific price, and a learning center close to my home. I even played on UMA's basketball team. When I graduated, I got a job right away as a medical lab technician. UMA really helped me achieve my goals in life and in my career. I love UMA. I'm really proud, and so is my son.
We are a UMA family.
The UMA is really affordable, really convenient. The sites are, I mean, everywhere. There was one up the street when we lived up in Norway, and there were people to talk to. There was help when you needed it, and you could also do it from home.
With the online classes and the ability to watch lectures via ITV over the internet, we were really able to fit school into our schedule. We are both UMA grads.
We're both UMA grads.
Stay close.
Go far.
Hey, we're down here at halftime. Got a couple of guys come up to see us here before their game. They'll play the second game of the night. 11-point lead for the girls here, and we welcome Caleb McGuire and two local guys, Taylor Wilbur. Both you guys played your basketball locally here in high school. I'll go with Caleb first. You're a second-year player, Caleb. How is the coming back? What have you noticed coming back for your second year? A little bit easier to come in and assimilate into the program?
Yeah, it's not as nervous coming back, not as much of a new experience, but it's it's good to get a lot of new guys this year that are contributing a lot more, and it's gonna be a good year. So,
well, the depth seems really to be a lot better from when you were a freshman here. That more kids have come in, and that makes a big difference. You can play at a higher quality a lot longer.
Yeah, it does make a big difference having more points off the bench and just having more people to contribute. Everybody's getting in there, not getting as tired, and that's really helps at the end of the game. So.
Well, I want to go over here to Taylor, coming over here from Maranacook High School, where you play your high school ball. Taylor, coming in, first year playing college basketball. What's been the transition for you so far?
A lot of quicker guards. It's definitely not as slow as it was in high school, and I'm playing more guard now, so it's just like the pace of the game's a little bit different, where high school was kind of like slower, so it's nice.
Now, what is it that led you to come here to UMA, and tell us a little bit about what you're majoring in, what you're looking to do?
I came here, it's close to home, so I could kind of like stay at my house and all that, but I'm majoring in biology. I want to be a physician's assistant and then an athletic trainer, so it was like the right choice for me for my first year.
So it's going well here for you as you finish up your first semester?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, one down, one more to go for my first year, so it's going by quick.
As we say, stay close, go far, right? Yeah. Studies so far for you, Caleb? What are you majoring in?
Going well. I'm doing business management right now. I think I'm going to stick with that, and it's going well so far.
Local out at North Whitefield, I think, right, is where you went. And so you played high school here locally? And
yeah, I went to Erskine, and we made it to the Civic Center one year, so it was good.
Well, you're here at the Civic Center now. We'll be covering all the home games here, so we want to thank you. Wish you continued success, both of you, and study hard for your exams.
I was working full-time and raising 2 kids when I enrolled at UMA. With online classes and a site near my house, I could live in York County and never have to drive to Augusta, and all at a price I could afford. Because of UMA, I am now a certified public accountant and the chief financial officer of the Sanford Springville YMCA. I love UMA. If you don't think it can be done, I'm here to tell you it can. I love my job and I love that school. I stayed close and I went far, very far.
They thought I had a lazy eye. Shorty roll me smooth as my Mercedes ride. No love, cry when only babies die. And when I go, that casket better cost $100,000. I pray to God I look my killer in his eyes. Snatch his soul out his shirt, just take him for that ride. OG is one who's standing on his own feet. A boss is one who guarantee we gon' meet. A blog dog, cause one day we gon' meet. double stack, better double that. Jerry Jones money, you a running back. Herschel Walker, Bo Jack. Ricky Waters better run that dope back. Boss, and I put that on my Maybach. 400 down, you was you say that. I'm a boss, I'm a boss.
We welcome you back and set for second half action. I made a little trip down to the scorer's table, and we knew we could get it squared away. It just takes us time to go down. That's Sydney Churchill, number 21 for the Owls. We certainly want to give her credit because she had 3 threes, hit the one at the very end of the quarter as well. So out the gate come the Moose. 3-point conventional opportunity here for Jamie. You can see it. She took it to the left side. She got knocked to the floor. And good left-handed finish. Very quickly played first half of action. Actual time elapsed, we think, was about maybe 35 minutes to play that 20 minutes run of time because there are only a total of 8 fouls on these stoppages. That was Sydney Churchill. So we always try to go the extra mile, make sure we get the kids the credit. So Churchill with it here, get it off. This is Toth. 14-point lead for the Moose. We've seen Darby Toth slash like that all game. Jamie with a beautifully controlled block that time. Just has such great body control. Going to pop it from outside. Get a 3!
Wow, Jamie coming out on fire.
Conventional 3, long-range dedication 3.
Well, and the defensive play, too. If
right.
UMPI's going to choose to go ahead and set the ball screen, they're not going to want the person that Jamie's guarding because she can come down and block anybody. So they'd want to set a ball screen with somebody else.
Well, that was a nice move that time. And good finish. That was Rebecca Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell kind of slow playing that in a sense.
Plum out high. They look for the weave. Takes it left. Glass, no, tipped away. That'll. Ooh.
I think the official missed that one.
I do, too. Might be able to get a look at it here with the inbound. Stolen away, so poetic justice.
Ball never lies.
Three, no. Plummer now. Jamie by herself waits. St. Amand. Got a net, a 2-point basket.
Yes, I can say them all.
So Jessica hits the 2, just a foot inside. Good balance of scoring, as we said in the first half for the Moose. Continues here in the second half. They'll look to dig in on the D. Toth makes a little room for herself, one of her few outside shots, and Jessica St. Amand with the rebound. Comes Kylie Kemp. Kylie goes up acrobatically, couldn't get it home. Sydney Churchill pulls down the board here for the Owls. St. Amand matches up against Toth. Left side it goes. Churchill downtown rings it out. She's got 3 threes. Jessica's going to hold. Now they'll get it outside. They're going to restart the offense. Carmen Bragg. Carmen with a very productive floor game herself here today. St. Amand takes it, and on the take she gets fouled.
Yeah, good job there of running that to that play and executing it very well. Going ahead and collecting the pass on the outside. She had an open look, but the good up fake and controlled her feet enough not to start moving before putting the ball on the ground. Doing a really good job of taking the ball down to the hole.
Hits the first. Got them both, did Jessica St. Amand. 51-32. Toth. St. Amand. Musa matched up. Plummer with the good defense in the bound. Comes back to Jamie. Outside. Bragg got it left side. Kemp. Plummer got doubled and stolen away. Toth did a good job. And a tussle. It's going to go to the Owls on the possession. It's a good sneak attack that time by Toth as she came in the backside. See it here in the replay. See the good sneak attack by Toth as she came left side. Knocked out of bounds. Good hustle play, Kylie Kemp. Thank our replay sponsor, Maine Athletic Fundraising. Also one of our anchor sponsors for all we do. Ball was loose. Picked up now. Monique Moore got it back outside. Moose are going to go to work. Coral head and shoulder fake. They had to come after her because she shoots the threes. I wouldn't drop home for Corey, but she'll go to the free throw line. I think Corey's going to be on with us halftime of the men's game. Want to thank Caleb McGuire coming up and joining us, and Taylor Wilbur also joining us at halftime of this game. Always good to see where the kids have come from and what they'll do and where they'll go and what their plans are. You know, the UMA motto, stay close, go far. Just another honor came UMA's way here for military honor, then for what they do for servicemen. Out of bounds, off the rim. Here they come. Bragg. Carmen's going to bring it out. Reset it. Moose with a 20-point lead, 52-32. They can afford to chew into the shot clock a little bit. They've been pretty patient tonight. Boy, that's a nice ball reversal that time, and Bragg knocked it down. Well, Carmen, what a great game tonight.
They're just shooting unbelievably out a high percentage from three-point line. It's just they're doing such a good job. And, you know, probably about half those shots have been contested shots. They're just having one of those nights.
Good take by Sydney Churchill. She drew the contact. She'll go to the free throw line. She'll hit the first. Little harassment D. Toth doing a good job on both her floor game and driving to the hoop and all that she's doing. Boy, we saw her early, and she's really pesky. She's doing a really good job there of harassing. Now she's going to get called on the block, and she can't believe it. She says, geez, I was trying to draw that one. Thought I could get it.
Take a look here at the previous possession, her getting after the ball.
But she really is a pesky type of player, plays hard. Owls clear the board, and Toth's got it now. Sarah Packard rebound. Toth tried to go. That's a good shot off of the baseline by Jess St. Ahmad and out of bounds and tumbling, and some good sportsmanship shown there. Corey Coro runs over to help Toth up. She took a tumble into the sanction. That doesn't move very much. Well, I guess it just hit her leg on the sanction as she went by it. 14-15 here, left in second half action, 55-34. High post. Off the elbow comes Jamie. She's going to get it back around. Long distance. Didn't get down that time for Coral, and now we're going to have a sneak attack in, but the possession will favor the Owls, and they'll have the basketball. Moose have been pretty comfortably ahead in this one most of the game, Nate. They've had a nice comfort zone here as they get out early.
Yeah, they've come out and they executed offensively extremely well tonight, setting up plays. They've run multiple sets in different plays offensively, and their defense has been really good tonight too, with being able to contest the ball and get out and block shots. Jamie's done a really good job underneath, and I guess their only weakness was closing on a couple of three-pointers there for a stretch. Other than that, they played extremely well. And the ball's, it's doing one of those things tonight. It's dropping for them. It's bouncing the right way for them. It's either getting to them and another offensive rebound for second opportunities, and it's not quite going that way with UMPI. And again, some of that is just the flow of the game itself. Putting yourself in a spot to be able to prevent those, and they're doing that on the defensive side for sure.
Jamie Remset. Sydney Churchill with the rebound. Toth now. Churchill. Toth goes baseline, and she's going to get blocked, I think. Frederick Rock on the kind of I guess you'd say a block, a little leg block there. Only the second foul on the Moose, and that's one of the really good things that we've seen so far. They've really played good defense this year without getting themselves in a lot of foul trouble. So
yeah,
back to back there, but nobody's in any foul trouble. That's only a third team foul. So
yeah, you put yourself in such a hole when you do that. And say in the first half, if you go ahead and commit a lot of fouls, it's moving forward in a tight game, and you need to either make a foul or contest a shot, and you don't have that available to your to be able to do. So it really puts you in a hole. So obviously that wasn't the case, or hasn't been the case tonight. They've done a good job playing defense and not committing fouls.
Rebecca Campbell with 2 for UMPI. They got it down to 19. And now comes some double defense. Possession will favor the Moose. Erica Frederick Rock in the game for the Moose. Monique Moore. Check her out back. I think we're going to see Monique come up to during halftime. Nice kiss off home for Jamie on the inbounds pass. That's where her height comes into advantage. You just go over the top of the defensive players, and she catches the ball up high. And Jamie's always been good about ball protection. Ever since she was I remember seeing her as a freshman in high school, she protected the ball. Doesn't bring it down.
Well, yeah, I mean, it puts her in a good situation because once you bring the ball down, you're bringing it down to the defender. So she's done a really good job of basically manipulating her shot and creating a shot where she keeps it up by her head and gets open looks by just being able to shoot over the top.
Jamie went into the paint, crossed into the paint, got fouled. 57-36. Stay with us. We'll have the second game coming up as a separate break. If you haven't watched us here on Muncie Media, we will shut down, so this will be a self-contained game. Makes it a lot easier for the kids to go back on the replay and watch it when we separate the games out like we do. And these games are immediately available as archives on our UMA basketball page. All the games that we do stay up there for the year, and you can go back and watch them as many times as you want. No, that's not going to work. Betwixt and between, not much you can do.
No, that was an interesting play right there. Not really sure if Jamie, you would have considered that to have been a possession.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was really. It was strange. We'll put it that way. So it almost just based off it being kind of awkward.
Right.
Lended itself to having a whistle blown. So, again, the ball doesn't lie, so we'll see what happens here. A little full court pressure.
Moose break that easily.
Yeah, it looked like UMPI had a little miscommunication. Half the team in the full court, the other half down in the regular 2-3 zone.
Call that a semi-press.
Yeah. Just a light press.
Yeah, press light. Not that effective. Nice cut to Plummer.
Nice
she goes in. Couldn't get her pivot feet squared away there, and that was a nice look. Sometimes those nice passes there can get you a little bit goofed up, and that's exactly what happened to Jamie there. Toth with a look off and finish. Nice job. I just think the Owls don't have enough quickness to really have an effective press against the Moose, and so they cut Plummer off that time, and she skidded.
Yeah, but what it has done is kind of got them out of there. They've been used to going down and seeing that half court a little bit, so to get people out of position a little bit there, we saw 2 turnovers now on those last 2 offensive possessions by UMA. So, I mean, the press really isn't going to do too much to them, I don't think. I think they can run up and down the court probably just fine, but to settle back down
in the half court
is going to be what they have to work on here.
Boy, Toth has a nice second half. She's really been the offensive catalyst in this half, and she's played good, tough defense, too. Plummer's got it now. Break the press. She'll get double teamed. She just goes over the top of it, throws right over Toth's head. So we'll see how the Moose contend with the half-court offense. Good second chance opportunity for Kemp, and puts it home. Kylie Kemp.
Yeah, Kylie, again, I can't talk about her enough as how well she rebounds and where she is on the court. It seems like whenever she does rebound, there's no one around her, even underneath. So good job of knowing angles of where the ball's coming off.
Toth with a 3. She has been the offense. She's a high scorer for the Owls. That's a tough pass. Tough place to get it, but
yeah.
St. Amand holds outside. She's going to line up the 3. Irons it up. Nice rebound by Kemp. And a foul. Let's see which way it goes. I think Kemp's going to be fouled, not shooting yet in the action. Or are they going to have her? That's the 7th. Okay, so yeah, that was the 7th foul, so she will shoot.
Kylie Kemp at the line.
Kemp's got a bucket load of offensive rebounds here tonight. First one rings home.
UMA just seems so poised tonight.
Yeah, they do, haven't they? Yeah. There's been no panic at all.
No, there's been no panic. They've executed on both sides very well. Of course, the lead helps in that. And the lack of, I guess, urgency on UMPI's side and moving to the full court late here in the second half. So
Try to get to Sydney Churchill. It got knocked away, and in fact, it went off her hand. So it'll be Moose basketball. Here comes the pressure. It's a 2-2-1 trap. St. Amand dribbles in and invites the trap. They kind of broke that one by accident. Kemp got it back outside St. Amand. Corey Coro. Jamie Plummer with the three. No. Rebound. St. Amand has got it. And that's one of the things when you start chasing in the half court and they trying to trap the ball, it becomes very difficult to rebound because you're chasing the ball.
Well, yeah, you're exactly right. So if you spread out offensively and you start passing the ball around the perimeter and taking your time with good passes, it's going to send the defense scurrying all over the place. And you could tell there in that 2-2-1 that they had to come back and they're a little bit out of position to rebound, which is an easy 2 points being converted by UMA.
Give
nice
and go.
Job.
Good defense, good battle. Amanda Allen for the Owls made a good play underneath.
I think there was one dribble in that offensive possession. It was a good job by UMA passing the ball around.
Going to get a timeout. Timeout will be full, so we'll take the full timeout as well. We'll come back. More basketball. We'll finish up here after this message.
Our goal here at Maine Athletic Fundraising is to raise your program or group the most amount of money possible in the shortest amount of time, hassle-free.
Over the last 3 years, we've been able to raise over $10,000 every year, which has really allowed us to get the extra stuff the kids really need to run a successful program.
One of our biggest goals at Maine Athletic Fundraising is to really develop a relationship on the ground with the coaches, the community, and the boosters that are involved, and help bring them together and understand how important it is to fundraise.
I had gone to 3 other colleges. I got talked into giving one more place a shot, and that place happened to be UMA. The credits from my 3 other schools transferred in really easily, and I didn't have to start all over again. Being able to do my degree at night and on the weekends and when I had the spare time, that was really important to me. And UMA gave me the ability to have my life and my degree. UMA is responsible for where I am today. I just finished law school, passed the bar exam, and now I'm going to be a lawyer.
We welcome you back here to Augusta Civic Center. Rob Munsing, Nate Munsing here. 8:45 left in this one. 64-43. The Moose of UMA over the Owls of UMPI. First game of the night. We'll come back here for the men's game. That was set for a 7 o'clock start. They may be able to even go a little earlier than that.
Well, I'd say so. At the rate at which this game's going, and the thing is, it's been the officiating's been good. I mean, they've called the fouls that have been fouls.
No phantom fouls.
Right, no, and it's been one of those things. I think the defense or lack of urgency on that, there hasn't been a lot of selfish play in terms of trying to steal the ball and stuff like that. So it's lend itself to not being that many or not having that many whistles in it. So in stoppages,
17 fouls against the Owls, so they'll be shooting. Shot clock violation. That's not a stoppage of play. Moose read that very well. Knocked away. Good hustle. Toth's got it now. St. Amand back. She's going to take the 3 outside, eyeing it up. Rebounds fought for. Good pull down by Coro. St. Amand's got it. Dribbles out of trouble. 15 on the shot clock. Moose in no hurry. They wouldn't mind chewing a little clock. Double team. Good tip away that time. Swooping in. Knocking the ball away was Lucy.
Yeah, in that situation there, I don't even think you need to make that entry pass because everyone just is collapsing down on Plummer. You can probably just kick it around the outside and be able to find an open shot some way, working it around the perimeter.
Toth with it outside. St. Amand on her. Fights through the pick. Weave out front. Churchill. And then knocked home by Campbell. 64-45. Coral was wide open. They couldn't get it to her. Bragg put it up. Ball's loose. Good battle that time and ripped away by Corey Coral. Second chance opportunity on the clock, so they're back out at 20 seconds on the shot clock, so they can use some of this with 6:52 left, and they do. Tickle it outside for a bit. Now it comes into the paint, kick back outside. Ironed up outside, wouldn't get down for St. Amand, but another new clock. Plummer, head and shoulder fake and home. Pretty.
In defensive, there's nothing you can really do
Right.
about that. I mean, she's doing just a tremendous job offensively. She gives you that back shoulder lean, so you expect her to be going to the inside, and then boom, she just spins the opposite direction. It makes a great shot. I mean, that's a tough angle to make that shot off the glass.
Toth is a magician with the basketball, really quick.
She is.
She looks like one of those kids that's hung around the gym for a lot. You know what I mean? She's just gym radish. Mean that in the best of things.
Right.
Best of ways. Kid that's played a lot of basketball and had a basketball in her hands a lot. You can see how quick she is with it. We don't have any high schools listed for these kids, so we're not sure where they're from.
You can tell she likes to compete, too. She's awfully aggressive defensively. I'd say she's probably one of the better defenders probably out there on the court, too.
And she's smart about it. I mean, she's taken a couple of fouls, but she's played, I think, every minute of the game. So, St. Amand with the free throws. And that one went out of bounds off Jessica St. Amand. Owls to inbound. Darby Toth. Inside the Churchill. Power move. Nice. Now thrown away. One of the few times that the Moose have been lax with the basketball. Lucy with a... Was that a three?
It was.
Yeah. Owls are coming back here. Plenty of game left. They go to Plummer. She's way outside. Kicks it back outside. Kemp got it off, but didn't get it home. I have no words to describe that.
Yeah. They just both kind of simultaneously agreed we're just going to place our hand on the ball and get a jump ball out of this rather than try and fight each other.
Because they're a little awkward there. Somebody...
Oh, that was funny.
This finals is steady for you. You don't want to do anything crazy. Comes all the way across. 23 in the shot clock, so looks like the Moose will try to milk the clock a little bit. Plummer's got it outside. Coral takes it in. Takes the baseline. Was deflected. Now second chance opportunity. Coral's got it. Dribbles out smartly. Still on the shot clock. We have 5 on the shot clock. Plum's going to take it. Hit it! Wow, wait. A step back 3. Indefensible.
I mean, the only way that, you can... One, she's taller than everybody, so she's going to shoot over the top of anybody anyways, but she creates space by just going to her spot. She knows where she wants to shoot from. She dribbles to it, not even looking at the basket, turns and fires.
That's a heartbreaker. Comes Jamie, makes room for herself, lays it, but wouldn't get it down. 71-52. And foul on the drive by Toth, so she's going to go to the free throw line. Not yet. What are they going to call? She was in the act of shooting, sure.
Well,
yeah, okay.
I think she confused herself a little bit because she's definitely shooting.
Yeah. They'll rearrange the inside. Well, the Owls. Makes it 71-53. Pressure comes. Moose have done a pretty good job against the pressure. 2-on-1, but smartly pulled out. Plum comes late. That was a tough shot by Carmen Bragg.
runner.
Wow, a little runner. And you know, one of the things the Moose had, I think they're a difficult team to press in that you have ball handlers out there right through the lineup, Nate.
Yes.
You know, when you take a look at it, you know, the kids that get the ball can handle the ball.
Exactly.
And so that's really a huge benefit when you're getting pressed. I mean, your bigs can, you know, the big is Jamie, and she handles the ball like a god. And all the other kids are similarly
capable
of ball handling.
And they make good decisions. You can see there on that last possession, being able to kick the ball. I mean, she could have gone down the rim, gotten a shot off, and only spent maybe 2 or 3 seconds on an offensive possession, but instead kicks it back out and takes more time, which is really smart to do in this situation. So just being situationally smart, too, plays a huge factor in any kind of pressure, because anytime that you get running around, it gets a little hectic. You still got to think smartly.
See, Laurie Chesley is following the game today. Say hi to Laurie. We have our regulars. And then another good decision there. 20-point lead. You want to practice these situations as well. A little give and go. Nicely done. Boxed around. Who's got it? Owls. Toth. Here she comes. She goes. Lays it up. Couldn't get it home. Good power drive, but didn't get it home. Took it hard. Good take. Jamie's got a downtown dedication off the iron. Wouldn't go. We're under 3 minutes. In and out. Quick outlet pass comes to St. Amand, but then she holds and looks for help. Erica Frederick Rock going to check in the game for the Moose. Coro, iron, no. Nice no look pass there. That was a pretty play. Coro with the finish, but boy. Beautiful pass. Get that one queued up on the replay, show you it during the next free ball situation. Toth's going to go. She lays it in. Let's take a look at that. We'll take a look at that no-look pass here. And as we get some subs coming in the game, this is pretty.
You're going to see him here fighting for the offensive rebound. There's a no-look there down the court, just sitting down the corner.
So, while we were showing you that timeout, they went to a timeout. So we'll take the timeout. We'll come back. We'll finish this one up. From the Augusta Civic Center, you're watching Moose Basketball, Moose Call on Munson Media.
I had gone to 3 other colleges. I got talked into giving one more place a shot, and that place happened to be UMA. The credits from my 3 other schools transferred in really easily, and I didn't have to start all over again. Being able to do my degree at night and on the weekends and when I had the spare time, that was really important to me. And UMA gave me the ability to have my life and my degree. UMA is responsible for where I am today. I just finished law school, passed the bar exam, and now I'm going to be a lawyer.
And we cue that up right after timeout. So we're working on how to best incorporate replay. Of course, if there's not too many stoppages of play, and this game hasn't lent itself to that too much, so we try to squeeze replays in when we can. We used it successfully this fall in our high school football coverage, but of course there's like 25 seconds between every play, so you really have time to do it. But got check-ins here for the Moose. Let's make sure we get the kids in the game now. St. Amand has stayed in. Harrington back in the game. She's already played here tonight. Bragg's in the game. Kristen Kemp in the game now. Erica Frederick Rock in the game for the Moose. So the Moose to inbound here. Bragg will get it in. Gets it back. Kemp's got it now. Puts it up, no. And shot clock violation. Go off to the Owls. Didn't hit anything, so. Busy week for us here with the Moose. As we partner up again to do the home games. Wednesday, the home game that is at Southern Maine Community College, the single game, the men's game against Pine Manor. Weather pending, of course. We'll be down there for that one. That's a 7:30 game. Find all the games will be right here, the same place you're watching this one on UMA Basketball, our live stream site that we developed for the Moose. And then back Thursday for a doubleheader. Outside and up and down it goes for Carmen Bragg. Carmen, what a great game. So that game will be against the EMCC. That'll be 5:30 tip-off for the women Thursday night, the men at 7:30. And then, of course, comes the break, and then we'll rejoin the Moose after the break, and most of the games that we do will be in February. May have one January game. Comes back again. Goes hard. Little contact, they'll let it go. Letting a little bump and go here as they should. This one's in hand. 78-55. Mind you that we'll take a break between games and come back for the men's game. That kid's had a nice game for sure.
Yeah, she really has.
Toth has really been a good player here. Shot clock off, and they'll just count this one down. And at the buzzer, Erica Frederick Rock. The freshman will hit the final basket to make it 80 for the Moose, 57 for the Owls of UMPI. Well, that's going to do it from here. As we said, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the pregame of the men's game in about 20 minutes here on UMA Moose Basketball. For Nate Munsing, I'm Rob Munsing for Brittany. We'll see you soon back here from the Augusta Civic Center.